Willis, it was just a few minutes after we heard Sergeant Chaney speaking to the crowd, just a few minutes after that, as was when we heard a loud noise. It wasn't quite a bang. It sounded, without having professional sounds with me, like a big whoosh. Some protesters who were running by from this big crowd outside of the police that someone threw a bottle of something over from the protest side over to the police side, and then we got another protester who started on the police side who says that big sound came from their end, and that sound was followed by what sounded like either tear gas or a shot of some sort, but it certainly started a huge crowd of people to start running. They seem to have made their way back, and there hasn't been any sounds that have come from that area, but we want to go to reporter Danny Mata, who's over closer. Danny, what do you see?
Well, Crystal, when I was out there, we saw Sergeant Olaf Chaney was reading a statement from the commissioner, and he was talking about how the commissioner said that he was saddened by the loss of life of George Floyd, but he wasn't in a position to judge his guilt. So what happened was the crowd, they wanted him to take a knee. They wanted the officers to take a knee with them, and the crowd started chanting, "If you take a knee, we'll leave." Well, they didn't take a knee. Sergeant Olaf said he couldn't do that because of the safety of the officers. Somebody threw a water bottle, and it went right over our heads, and it splashed my photographer, Zach Aedo, and I as it was going over our head. At that point, someone started throwing fireworks, and then the police officer started moving up. You can see over here, there's an orange cone in the middle of the road right here. And that was like the neutral point where nobody was crossing. And so what happened was, after the fireworks went off, the officers started moving up, and they started moving the crowd back. And so now, here they are. They have stepped up considerably, as you can see, up the street, back from where they were before. Now, again, this was a standoff that did not involve any sort of projectiles or any sort of violence or vandalism or anything like that. And I don't know if that's changed, but what happened was somebody threw a water bottle, and then fireworks came out, and then it just kind of escalated from there. And that's where we're at right now.